Hi, hello. Welcome to another Play Weird stream where we are painting this beautiful and scary miniature of Kastore, or however you're supposed to pronounce his name, Kastore or Castor. I don't know. I think of Castor Troy from Face Off, which makes me think of Nicolas Cage. So this, my mind, he's played by Nicolas Cage, at least voiced. I don't know. Uh, but this is where we left off. We did start this miniature a little bit last stream. And thus we have done a little bit of painting on the horns as per a request from Spiredine. So we started those. And they are going to get some more work done a little bit later, because I want to darken down some of these shadows even more and do some poppy highlights along these ridges, or at least like the edges, like pop, 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 along these edges of the horns, if that makes sense. Edges, ridges, all over. Maybe there are terms for these things. I'm not a horn expert. But also, we are going to be painting a lot of sickly cavern Nephilim flesh. And he's had a heavy, sloppy wash of black over a gray undercoat. And we are going to try and continue painting this guy and make his muscles look have some nice volume. And let me see where. Great. So this is what happens when you put one of your paintbrushes down upside down among the other paintbrushes. It's not the. I was supposed to put it like this, not like this. Maybe my brush restorer can help with that. There's a little product for that. It's a bit sloppy of me. I can blame stress. But we've got other paintbrushes. And to start off, let's paint some gray. And we're going to be trying to achieve some nice transitions. I'm going to bring my little pot of water closer. And I hope everyone's doing well today, by the way. And it is totally fine to lurk, but don't be shy if you want to chat. So let's see. Probably this is going to be the brightest area because I'm assuming there's light coming from above. We could do a cool light source from the side, I guess. Let's just assume there's light from like here. And that's a bit too watered down. Come on, paint. Come on, paint. There we go. So I'm gonna do some wet blending here because of the large areas. So I'm putting down some medium gray tones, some dark gray tones, and then we're cleaning the brush quickly and then trying to work these little parts together. And I'm a little rusty with this, but it's quite fun. So like a lot of wet paint there, and then you take the brush and you brush it out. So you got a darker color and a lighter color on the paintbrush at the same time. On the model at the same time, not the paintbrush. Before they dry, we work them together. You can use, this is called wet blending, and you can use like a drying retarder, I think they are called. It's a product that will make the acrylics dry slower, or you could use oil colors and then it will take ages for them to dry. But that's also a very viable and very fun and effective way to paint. Like, is this the prettiest blend in the world? No. But you can work in several layers and continue for a while until you get the result you want. If you do oils, you can just poke the same color for ages till you got it the way you want it. We are doing acrylics, so they'll dry. And after a while, you will want to leave it be, perhaps, because you can end up ripping the paint. But put down some we put down some bright gray and some dark gray. And while they're still wet, we kind of feather it all together. She said layer? Was that what? Treat me like I'm a little stupid today, because I am. Hi, Spiridine. How are you doing? I heard you've been a bit stressed. And so have I. What else is new? I've been stressed the whole year, almost. But yes, you can do several layers of wet blending. And this is what kind of happens when the paint gets too wet. It just like it just scatters, it breaks. You don't get any like it doesn't stay together. It breaks up in small little stains, and then suddenly I guess you got like a glaze instead, and then just leave that area by. This has been the most stressful week in my entire professional career. Oh, shit. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Ouch. What have you been doing? Or is it top secret stuff? Was it like, since you work in a museum, was it like night at the museum? Did stuff come to life or something? Because that would be stressful, I feel. I've been doing school stuff and trying to find time to paint miniatures and prepping for the Swedish Nationals, playing in the Swedish Nationals, hanging out with my girlfriend's family, watching a kid get water on his head and being like, whew, This is cool. Um, yeah. Paradigm says we've moved out 4-ton object into level 5 meters off the ground along a ramp that is 60 years old without being able to stress test it. Well, that whole thing sounds like a stress test. That sounds very stressful indeed. So the 4-ton object, did you manage to not crush stuff? Come on, stupid gray paint. There we go. This paint had no integrity, but now it's got more integrity. Wait, whoa, that's like a dark crimson against a dark gray background. I'm gonna have to look over here. The Dragon Legion, how are we doing? Hi, the Dragon Legion. I am, well, you know, like I'm feeling being in my mid 30s. The body is not as lovely to reside in as once was, but other than that, yeah, like there's a lot of fun stuff going on. I don't like there's perhaps a little too much stuff, but like I need to learn to say no better. But yeah, I'm having fun, so I don't want to complain too much. And yeah, and now I'm here painting with you guys, and that's fun. And Kastore, Troy, how are you doing? How's the Dragon Legion faring? Why do you use one crane to lift the second crane into the level after the crane failed to lift the object up another level? Oh no! Hey, this sounds like some sort of video game physics puzzle. You use the one crane to lift the second crane, and then... Question mark? Mine is willing, but the body is weak. Yeah. Yes. I am exercising, so my body should be able to keep being my body and my buddy, but maybe I should start swimming. I feel like that would perhaps be an exercise form that would be very good for me. But then, saw you were painting Kastore, and I want to check out when did he get released. Been wanting to get into the game, and Kastore was one of the ones I wanted to get. Yeah, it's been released. Like I'm not. I don't think I've seen. I'm not sure if I've seen all of his box. I think all of his boxes should be released, but at least I have seen this box in the wild now. The one where you get Terry, the architect, and Kastore, Fervent. Good, just there vibing at the airport, waiting to go back home from vacation. Oh, cool. Where you been? Your LGS lost Kastore in the mail. Oh, damn! I'm sorry. That's annoying. Sneaky little bastard, running off, eating things. Maybe he just like ate through the package. So did they like say, hey, we're gonna send you a new one, but you're gonna have to wait a while? Or what happened? Canada, cool. And where are you? Where are you from? Like U.S. or Dragon Country? Yeah, Maine. Painting can be good stress relief, but it can also be sometimes you just maybe you're just like too stressed to paint. You just want to flump down into the sofa and watch a stupid film or eat chocolate. I had so many potatoes for dinner and some sort of uh, veggie, beef, discs, thingies. I don't know. They were decent. Something I found cheap. From Georgia. Cool. You're from Malifaux country. So, did you have fun in Canada? Like, I've never been to Canada, but it always seemed to me like it's kind of seemed somehow like Sweden, but huge. um, Sweden, but everything is like bigger and more majestic. Uh, oh yeah, I just figured state, but yeah, true. That's a fair question. Uh, it is confusing. There's a state and a country with the same name, and I've heard of at least one gathering of people. Well, they were supposed to gather, and some of them went to Georgia, and some of them went to Georgia. Literally down the street from Weird headquarters. Sheds of Gaming, welcome. How are you doing? I'm uh I'm a little all over the place with painting this guy. Like yeah, like I'm painting on the wings, painting on the shoulders. Uh this is chaotic. But sometimes I get a little bit like this when there's a huge model with like huge areas of muscle, and I'm like I'm very intimidated because there's a lot of opportunity to do transitions and a lot of opportunity to do bad transitions and like come on, this is another thing you can do. You can just pick up another brush to brush blending. So this is me like sloppily demonstrating techniques I certainly have not mastered, but it's fun. So two brush blending is when you put on paint with one brush and then the other brush is clean and you just jump in immediately trying to blend things together with that one, which saves you time because like it won't have time to dry as much. And also you feel pretty cool holding two brushes until you drop them. Bit of a dexterity exercise, one might say. I think, you know what I think helps? If you're doing wet blending or two brush blending, I think coffee helps because it is like plus 50% speed if you drink a lot of coffee. Or what do you think? Steal the snacks and take Waldo for a an adventure? Maybe. Speaking of coffee or caffeine, uh, Coke. Do they tend to have a lot of good snacks you can steal in the weird office? Office? Pronounce that pretty strangely. I don't know. It takes folders not allowed to bring him back. It'll take you back seats. Fair. Maybe few people would like realistically dare taking Waldo for an adventure. You know, my workflow is quite chaotic on this one, but maybe we'll end up somewhere. So don't like. I feel sorry for anyone watching this now or later using it as a tutorial because I'm a little bit all over the place, but like I guess this is me demonstrating chaotic Thursday workflow. Caffeine induced. Not sure I'm using the word induced correctly even. But this, like just working back and forth with wet paint like this and trying to blend it together, it's really fun, especially when you're like a little speedy, in my opinion. You just gotta balance it. You can't. If you drink too much coffee, you might start being a little shaky, and that's not gonna. That's gonna give a whole different effect. It could be work too. You can always stabilize your hand. Their headquarters is in Marietta. That's a bit of a drive for me. All right, Marietta. Marietta is such a pretty name for city. Marietta. I live in Marietta. My name is Kastore. Kastore. Sorry, I'm sorry. This is me. So I thought recently that I was like, oh man, it feels good. I just finished all my my rail crew because like I got the Foundry, or back when they were called the Rail Crew when they came out. Or actually, I was gifted the starter box by a guy called Jens Österberg. But like there have been more Foundry models released, obviously, and I recently finished them, like many years afterwards. Like Neil Henry, Rockhopper, which is fairly new, Sparks, Mayfang Foreman, and Survivor. I was like, oh yeah, cool. I finished all of them. I got all my rail keyboard. And I was like, wait a minute. There's this guy called Willie. Apparently I got 2 Willie miniatures. Like, because things happen. Sometimes you. No, I'm not going to say it. So I don't. And I feel disappointed. Like, I painted all my keyword. And no, I did not. Like people don't tend to play Willie, so that's why I forgot about him. Because like I should just try him, give him more of a chance. Maybe like he's a little below the curve, I guess. I feel like the way the game has kind of mutated over the years, or like evolved, some things have just stayed good, and some things have been like surpassed a little. That's just how it goes. Like not every miniature needs to be top of the line. That's not realistic. Willow is a very cool model, and that goes a long way. Well, apparently not long enough for me, but like it should. Uh, Caffeine makes me want to hibernate like a bear. Same with cold. You want to hibernate? Oh, you get tired of caffeine? Yeah, I guess that could be an effect. Like, hmm. Yeah, like you you can blend without caffeine. It's even possible you'll do it better. Because this is not the best blending I've ever seen. This is actually, yeah, I feel like I've just kind of ruined some of my work. But I'm having fun. This is more kind of me practicing than trying to teach someone stuff. But you get to see me practicing. Live there. It would probably take me 20 minutes tops to get there because the main road they're on always has bad traffic. Oh, bad traffic. Hey, so like weird offices. Is there like now I kind of feel like there should be a sign outside it with Waldo. Like a this is weird games. Like do you have a sign with Waldo? I want that. If I'm rambling a lot today, I'm not drunk. I've just had a lot of caffeine. Honest. This is just who I am. Sometimes. I was dead stop this morning, both ways. Ouch. It's annoying. Life size Waldo, like the life size rhino in front of a GW headquarters. That would be epic. Yes. Wait, what is a life size Waldo? Like how? Don't they have like a life size Waldo? Don't you have one of those? Hmm. I always thought of Waldo as small since like Imp. You know? A rhino-sized Waldo? I prefer a Waldo-sized rhino. Like a rhinoceros. That'd be sweet. Sounds like one of those. Would you rather fight a rhino-sized Waldo or 10 Waldo-sized rhinoceroses? Rhinoceroses? Rhinoceri? Right, rhinos. What's pro acryl? It rings a bell. Do they make like widgets and stuff? Monument Hobbies paint line? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where I heard of it. It's not a paint line I've ever seen in Sweden. See, what are the paints like? Rather live in Sweden? What, then have pro acrylic? That's an interesting philosophical question. Well, maybe it's not a philosophical question. Um, And those little knees and the thighs. Will the part of the thighs you see, please? See, if I were to ask what color I should paint the robes in, or skirt, or whatever, I feel like Spardine would either reply polka dots or pink. So I'm not gonna ask. Fayetteville, Georgia. Oh, Fayetteville? I haven't heard of that. Cool name. The MC quarter. Road one more. Am I still a robot? Am I beeping and booping? Booping and beeping. Can you hear what I'm saying? Not even painting a robot. Not this time. It was more thematic when I was. Is it better now? It's good you're beeping and booping, not peeing and pooping. What? Famous proverb. Old Finnish saying. Hi, Michelle 40. How are you doing? I hope I do not have a robot voice anymore. Tired? Welcome to the club. Grab yourself a chair. You're happy? Hey, you moved, right? You happy with the new place? Excuse me? So I've befriended some friends in school who are programmers. I think maybe a graphical artist too. And maybe the janitor. Yeah. And because they're all playing Magic. And I was like, hey, I play Magic too. So now I'm playing some Magic Commander in school. But like, they often play on the lunch break, and sometimes I'm like, how do you guys have time to eat lunch and start your game already? It's crazy. I think Maybe it actually adds to my fatigue and stress sometimes if I play during the lunch break. And you work too? Oh, cool. Is that in the same line of work or something different? Congratulations. Oh, you're trying to get to the store. Oh, you have like you play on what store? You buying chocolate or miniatures? Probably chocolate because of the time. Pipe welder. Cool. Hope you're enjoying it. Uh, how long have you had it? A couple of weeks? So much fun to earn money again. Money is useful. Can get you miniatures and food. 3 days. Cool. Hope you have nice colleagues and hope everything's great. Great. Almost sounded like I said, hope everything is great. Plastic crack and food. Yeah. Uh, Me too. Learned so much these days. Nice. The, what are you painting? I'm painting Kastore, Fervent. It's Neverborn and Resurrectionist Master, the newest one. And currently doesn't look very good. But I'm sure we'll get there. It's a bit easy to get sort of lost in a miniature when there's so much, like the amount of organic muscular shapes is quite big. It's a good amount. The title, yeah, I guess. Exactly. Plastic crack addiction more so with 40K right now, but I do plan on expanding my addiction. Oh yeah? Well, 40K is fun. If you want, Malifaux is more balanced, and you don't have dice, so that's nice. Uh, I'm partial to Malifaux. 40K can be fun. It looks very cool. I do enjoy playing it, at least casually. It's very cinematic and spectacular. Like, aesthetically very cool. Well, I think 40K is fun to play. I just don't necessarily think it's like it's not very balanced. I think there's a lot like it's very expensive to meta chase all the time. Need it all, yeah. It is easy to want to play a lot of different games. I feel that too. I would like to try and paint my Court of Two miniatures this autumn. And whoa, oops. It's nice that they're playable in both Malifaux and the other side. Yeah, I started out with Warhammer Fantasy Battles as well. Age of Sigmar had a very rocky start, so I would like to play it now. Just time issues. Um, quite like Middle Earth. I think that's good. One of the better GW games. Middle Earth. It is harsh to the wallet, especially if you just starting out or if you want to meta chase. Um, well, when you've got an army or two, just adding a unit or two now and then isn't too bad. But starting out, it's rough. And the latest edition of 40K has been atrociously balanced so far. But I believe it might be a little better now. um, so maybe I'll dare play a game with my space elves now. Space elves. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Well, it's quite common to be quicker to buy than to paint. Common miniature gaming problem. Addict to Alpha Game? You mean the store? Alpha Spell? Yeah. New shinies. Yeah. Sometimes Fantasia North is cheaper, actually. But Alpha Spell is good. Did I say Fantasia Fanatic? Fantasia? No, I said Fantasia North. Okay, cool. Sometimes I just say something I don't. Yeah. Fanatic is their tournament. What are you painting right now? Continued work on the Lost Blossoms. And Oblivion. Uh, what is Oblivion? Is that Tara? Oh, okay, yeah. Cool. Right. Of course, I knew you were painting Ionis. Dallas, I mean. So 2 words are easy to mistake. Obliteration can quite easily lead to Oblivion. Probably. In the words of SPS, I could take obliteration. Who are SPS? It sounds like a mail order delivery service. Steam-powered scoundrels, right? Yeah. I could take obliteration. Yeah, sure. Hey, don't worry about it, Vashil. They're very similar words. uh, oh, my head is tired too. Poor head. Poor head. Happy Atalas come along for Tionis. Cool. I just listened to the short story where I think it's where Talos is introduced as a prison to a certain someone. Um, it's quite enjoyable. On the Breach Side broadcast. By the way, we do have a painting competition, or Weird has a painting competition. A very ghostly one. And it's called something. Which Kim knows what it is. And I think we have like a month to enter the painting competition. There are probably rules. Nice, but not good enough. Well, no, you don't have. You don't. You don't really have to be of a certain like standard or something to enter. But I understand if one feels like you don't want to enter a competition because you feel like, nah, that's not the level I paint. I personally don't really enter painting competitions much either. Like I'm a competitive gamer, but painting I feel like I mostly just want to compete against myself. But sometimes I enter and it can be fun, and it's always fun to look at all the very cool submissions. It's all about pushing yourself, yeah, but like putting things on display in a painting competition can be stressful. So like I understand if you don't want to do that, but you are correct. You don't have to be like the best. There's always going to be a bigger fish. There's always going to be someone who's better. Maybe not necessarily at a competition, but like on the internets, at least. Or as always, someone here you're looking at, like Angel Giraldes, or maybe I butcher his name now, Angel Giraldes, like his work, and you're like, God damn it! and you want to break your paintbrush in two. But yeah. Did I have like a point? Did I like something? No. I wasn't working to some sort of conclusion. No, I don't think so. Yeah, you did an awful lot of freehand. It looked really cool. I love that waterfall. Um, you did. I want to do more freehand too. I feel like I often just don't because time. I need to finish stuff. Uh, Whenever you imagine Kastore talking, you need to imagine Nicolas Cage's voice. You have to. Well, that's really cool. You found the nerve to do it. Then that's impressive. Yes, Nicolas Cage with an Italian accent. Amazing. I don't. I tried to hear Nicolas Cage's voice in my head and I actually kind of failed. I need to YouTube and I need to watch Renfield. Speaking of Nicolas Cage and vampiric creatures, it did seem like a bit of fun. And are you seeing it? I'm happy as a moth. It's a strange way to put it. Happy as a moth. Understood you. I was making sillies. I was making sillies. To start Trixie. Yeah. The mother moth. Moth Mama. Hey, that's Zoraida. Mm-hmm. Finished a book today. We call Our Lost Hearts or something by Celeste Ng. But no, it was called something like that. Name with vampires and underworld. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna say that other one. Werewolves, not swearwolves. Kastore horns are done. Cool. Mine are not. We need to do that. It would be kind of boring to like Oh, what did you do in stream today? I painted gray. Like, just want him gray, okay? Leave me alone. The old vampire in Underworld? Who is that? I don't know who that is. Kastore. Kastore. Kastore, Kastore. Kastore. Oh. I'm sorry. Is he actually called Kastore? Is he? What, in Underworld? Is it like some... Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage. Okay. Oh, have a great evening and have a great dinner. Thanks for hanging out. Toto's not forget. I think you've actually said that earlier on the stream. Some other time. Either that or like I'm having some serious deja vu moment. I need to listen to Toto again. Toto. Totoro. Dragon Legion? What is it? What's going on? You upset that she left? Or is my peeing that bad tonight? Or did GW do something stupid? Or are you like commenting on Toto? Toto. I'm dying to know. Did we just talk too much about Nicolas Cage? Nicolas Cage, good or bad? Can't talk too much about Nick. I have a friend who once did some sort of plugin on my computer which made it so that every image in my browser changed to an image of Nicolas Cage. That was pretty funny. The Dragon Legion, you can't just leave us there. We're wondering what's going on. Is the Dragon Legion under attack? What is your favorite Nicolas Cage movie? And why is it Mandy? No, it can be another movie. It can be a different one. Trying to flesh out his facial features a bit. Okay. It is possible we drove everyone away by talking about Nick Cage, though. You think? Also, how many hours are you up to now on Kastore? The Awakened. I am horrible at. I'm gonna try not try that accent again. $18, $19. That's a lot of hours. Cool. Very nice. I was hoping to finish this weekend, but not really in the mood right now. Also, a new expansion to Mech Warrior just dropped. Cool. It's a good expansion. By the way, you gonna play Armored Core? Speaking of mechs, I think I'm gonna give this guy yellowish teeth. The next game I'll get is Cyberpunk, really. I haven't played that, and it's apparently good now. Yeah, I played almost all of it around release. It was. I thought it was a pretty good game back then, too. Just didn't quite live up to the hype. Like it promises a lot and doesn't quite deliver on all that. I'm especially disappointed in the stealth aspects of the game. They like stealth just often didn't play out the way you thought it would. Um, and actually don't think the combat is very fun. But it has some cool stuff in it for sure. I really prefer The Witcher 3, but I heard the DLC is supposed to be really impressive. I'm like I never quite finished Cyberpunk. Like I'm very close to the end, so I wanted to do a few more quests before doing the whole for triggering the end game stuff. But then yeah, I got a little tired of it. And there's this mechanic where you often have to wait and do something else before you can do a mission, which can be a little frustrating. And then I feel like a lot of the side missions are pretty boring. Like it's there are certainly very good side missions. It's just like sometimes I just wish they'd get rid of the bad ones so you could find the good ones. I feel like the missions were more consistently good in The Witcher, probably. All right, I'm gonna go for a short break, and for some variation, I think we're gonna finish the horns after that break. Disappointed in Starfield. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I haven't played it. So short break. Be back in a little while. It's been running all the time. Well, I'm back now. So, why didn't you like Starfield? I am going to paint the horns now because I'm bored of painting gray. I'm sorry I did too much of a gray focus. Today, maybe I just want him to be a little grim dark, but it would have been more fun if I did something a little more colorful. It's a lot of stuff, but it doesn't feel like what you do matters. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that's pretty important for me with RPGs. It needs to feel like it matters. I have not had the time to play an awful lot of Baldur's Gate 3 lately, but I haven't had the energy. So I've mostly been playing quick match games, but do I love Baldur's Gate 3? I was a little concerned that it would feel too much like Divinity and not like Baldur's Gate. Perhaps a little bit of a vague fear, but I really like it. I think it's a little overwhelming with its systems, but I've played D&D games before, so it was mostly fine. There are a lot of icons to push, a lot of buttons on that UI. Loads. Loads of buttons. Oh, it's been more of a BioWare person than a Bethesda person. But I had a lot of fun with their Fallout games. For some reason, I didn't really get hooked by Skyrim. I'm not quite sure why. I thought Morrowind was really cool. But I also felt quite lost in it. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Everything is difficult and hard. And everyone is just rude to you. Everyone hated me in Morrowind. Really mean island folk. They're like, "What do you want, stranger?" I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just want to be loved. Oh. I have heard Skyrim. Like, to me, it looked like worse Mass Effect. Sorry to hear that. Am I still a robot? Am I still a robot? Oh dear. I don't know if I'm a robot. Did we lose Kim? Did Waldo eat Kim? I thought Waldo wasn't allowed to eat word employees. I thought he was only allowed to eat the taxman. Pac-Man? Taxman. Am I still a robot? Nah? Okay. Hmm. Hey, Spider, did you read all the weird stories? Do you read the stories? I'm slowly, well, probably not catching up, really. Nope. Okay. But, I've been reading or listening to the Bridgeside broadcast a little bit. Yeah. I've got into the Bayou book, which is next to last one, I think. I think it's Bayou and then Explorers. I think the narrator of the Chronicles is very good, but I thought I'd listen to all the other stuff first, so I'll listen to a little bit of that, the narrated Chronicles. So grab a bit of bone white to highlight the horns. I want to try and not remove the impression that they're darker towards the tips, but I still want to highlight their ridges. And let's darken some areas here with some black paint. Okay, so maybe some careful work with some off-white for some final horn highlights. Do, 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 do. Looks like I've been using my thumb quite a lot as a palette this time. I mean, it's right there, so why not? Oops, bumped into the camera there. So what's the MechWarrior expansion all about? She said 3 hours later. Do. Painting wing membranes. Woo. Poor atrophied wings. You need to exercise your wings. It's important for an FLM. New missions and a couple of new mechs. You excited? I really like the mech sort of puzzle game, Into the Breach. Not to be confused with Weirds Through the Breach. It's very easy to say the wrong title there. Quite similar titles. Semi. I see. It's very good. It's like a mech strategy game, but it's kind of a puzzle game, sort of. I really like it on the Switch. It's a perfect game to play handheld. It's pretty interesting because you got different, like you can do the end mission after 2, 3, or 4 islands. Like there are 4 islands, and you need to do 2 before you go to the end mission. You can do 3 or 4, which will make the end mission more difficult, but you can also level up your mechs more. And your defense grid. So quite interesting. And when you finish the game, you get new mechs, which are more like they're different than they are better, necessarily. So it's like a new puzzle, sort of, to like unlock how you play them and finish the game. They had a pretty good DLC lately too. Is it a roguelike? Yes, it is. But it's not a very long one. Like you can... and I don't feel like it's a very... It's not very punishing. I think it's been like maybe my favorite game for playing on trains and airports and like it's very well made turn-based game. But like it's almost a puzzle game in disguise. Which is perhaps how you lure me into a puzzle game. But yeah, it's strategy. But Switch games are not Nintendo exclusive, no? Not really. This one isn't. No, there are a lot of games on the Switch that are not exclusive. You can play it on PC, at least. I don't know if it's on other consoles. I remember. I just realized I have no idea if they've made a different game since. I should look that up. I don't remember what the company's called. Membranes. 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 Does Kastore like human flesh or is he like partial to Nephilim flesh? Is he like exclusively cannibal? Probably it's human, right? That's a thing you can wonder about. Would he like chicken or salmon? Only Nephilim gives him sustenance. He's a bit like actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Wait, what? What's that about Shia LaBeouf? Is this a South Park thing? It sounds like a South Park thing. To me. Also, is it Shia LaBeouf or Shia LaBeouf? LaBeouf. LaBeouf. This, should I be worried about Shia LaBeouf? 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 Shia and the beef. I need to read up on this Kastore guy. always find like big hands kind of a little bit of a challenge to paint, like big monsters' hands for some reason. Energy level low. Yeah, you and me both. For sure. What? You need to explain the Shia LaBeouf joke to me. LaBeouf? I don't understand. I don't understand, man. Okay, I guess you don't have to. Send a link. Cool. Thank you. Nice. Did I tell you my goose hydra in Malifaux got to eat a dawn serpent, by the way? It was fun. Num num. It's the first time I tried the new Sabertooth Cerberus, actually. Like, they got worse, but they're also just 7 points. Well, I am indeed. So, like, not a bad flanker. So the bears are insane. Insane bears. Slate Ridge Maulers are so good. Satisfied with the Kastore horns? Nice. I'm glad you are. I'm not quite 100% happy with mine. I think I need to do to like tidy up some of the ridges. I really like, like satyr, like goat legs. I think it's cool. Yeah, I think maybe if I just do a little bit of, if I just separate this like a little bit, tidying this up, maybe I'll like it more. Some of the highlights had sort of mushed together a little. Can't have that, can we? Grab a bit of right side and set to work. So, black blood should be what's on his hands. So maybe I just paint it a bit and then cover it in glossy black paint. Kastore, you're all messy. All messy. Be glad, yeah. Hi, Under Construction Paints. How are you doing today? Welcome to my last, at least for now, Play Word stream. You never know what happens in the future, but there will be a hiatus, maybe? Yeah, I think it's a really cool model. It's a little difficult to get to hands. Sub-assemblies could be good, but I kind of dislike sub-assemblies, but sometimes, because then you have to glue everything together, and if it doesn't fit without gaps, then that can be really annoying. Yeah, thanks, you too. It's been a lot of fun. I'm still pondering whether I should just pick up the painting on my own stream. In that case, I'd probably vary painting manufacturer a bit. I will still probably paint Malifaux, since Malifaux is my favorite game, and I love it very much. Yes, kitty cat. I do agree. I think she's a little lonely. So how are you doing under construction? Craggedy. You exercising that game? I think my cat probably wants to play catch. Very soon, Setkin. Under says, I'm okay. Got a model paint this week, which is more than I usually do. Finished a big dump commission. Still looking for solid work. Was it a fun commission? Hope you'll get some good work soon. Unemployment or similar sucks. Money sucks. Insert capitalism rant. I wonder what color Nephilim scar tissue would be. Hi, Zetkin. She wants me to play catch. I'll throw one, and then I'll play more with you later. She won't be happy with just one throw. But, yeah. It's a pretty fun commission. A big 3D printed wolf from Artwell and Game. And all this other stuff for the display back and forth. Oh, more work. Yeah. Hope you were able to raise the price a bit when you knew when you heard of the size. But sometimes I guess you're not able. Difficult stuff. Yeah, it happens. Time to do the necklace. That's a very good question. Actually, I've been wondering what to do with the necklace. I was thinking maybe bronze. Uh, or maybe like I could do it rusty, perhaps. Could be cool. What would you like I wanted to add a little bit of color, but not overpower the rest. So really, I really like painting rust verdigris. So something like that, probably. Or some old bronze. Um, I feel like you shouldn't have. I don't want him to have gold because it feels too fancy and luxurious. Or I guess some very old, worn-looking gold could fit. I want to do some black blood veins as well. His wings and such. Muscles. Muscles. Not have a necklace. Hmm. Yeah, I'm unsure if I'll do NMM or not. Maybe. Maybe. Doing a bit of a glade grace. A glade grace? Gray glaze on the wings. And some parts I thought were a little too dark. Still have the underside of the wings completely unpainted. You know, Yeah, them can be challenging. Sure. You can do it though. I'm sure you can. Maybe we can just, for starters, dry brush a bit underneath the wings. I mean, you're not going to see it a lot. So how much do you want to bother? This is perhaps horrible of me, but like, how much do you want to bother painting the underside of his wings when probably like no one's going to see that? Right? You might see a little bit like this part. But not a lot. Yeah, I don't remember how that one goes actually. Sounds fun though. mix this up a bit. Do-do-do-do. Okay. I'm thinking what, like, I want to try and do some veins, but like I don't want to be completely black, so I'm going to mix in just a tiny bit of burgundy. Try and do some veins. Now I got the Time Warp song in my mind just because they mentioned Rocky Horror, and that's like the one I immediately think of. Are certainly worse songs to have playing in your brain box. Let's a gore. Let's a gore. It's gonna look cooler when we got some gloss varnish on there, and maybe some highlights before that. God, you're a messy eater, Kastore. I'll make a meal out of you. I'll make a meal out of you. It's very on theme. That's what Kastore heard when he watched Mulan. Just realized that this is probably maybe fur. We'll do a little bit of fur. And his manly Nephilim arms. This cave Nephilim, I think maybe they need some more D vitamins. Don't you? It sounds like you got a pretty good radio there in your brain box. Yeah, thanks a lot. It's been a lot of fun over these. Gosh, has it been 2 years? Yeah, if you we didn't finish Kastore, and you'll have to, well, follow me on my social medias to see the finished result. I might do streams on my own Twitch. We'll see. I haven't quite decided yet. But if there's desire to see me paint more on Twitch, maybe I will stream more. My own little stream, which you can find a link to there. I haven't touched it in quite a while, but I've been umming and ahhing about picking it up now that the Play Weird streams are on ice. And yeah, this is where we ended up with Kastore Fervent. Very grimdark Oh, come on, focus, camera. Grimdark. Cave Nephilim. I think, yeah, I mean, I kind of like the progress. Progress. Could maybe have done him a little brighter, but Grimdark is cool. And yeah, he's come along. Thanks a lot for today. Thanks a lot for these 2 years. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for the support and all the laughs. Stay weird and keep safe. Bye bye.